Similar to multiplying radicals, dividing radicals pretty much does the same thing in terms of outside, outside, inside, inside. So we'll start with our notes. Our first step is to always simplify, because sometimes you can make the problem easier if you try to simplify it first. Secondly, we're going to divide the numbers inside the radicals, so only numbers inside can divide by one another, and then outside. And then we simplify again, because we want to make sure it's in its smallest form. So, looking at number 1, step 1 says to simplify. Another way of looking at this problem is separating it into 2 radicals. That is the same thing. You can either write 1 big radical or 2 small radicals. Now that I've separated it, I see that both of these numbers are perfect squares. The square root of 81 is the same as 9 times 9, and the square root of 49 is the same as 7 times 7. So, we are left with 9 over 7. I can't simplify this any further because there are no numbers that go into 9 and into 7, so this is my final answer. Looking at number 2, we're going to try and simplify like step 1 says first. I know that 25 is also a perfect square. And I know that it is 5. The square root of 25 is 5. So now I am left with 3 square root 5 over 5. Now step 2 says divide the numbers inside the radicals. There's only 1 radical, so I can't divide it with anything. Step 3 says divide the numbers outside of radicals. Well, 3 and 5 can't be divided, and they also can't be reduced or simplified. So this is my final answer. Number 3. For this one, I'm going to go to step 2 because I noticed that they're both in radicals, and I noticed that 24 and 2 can be divided. I know that 2 goes into 24 because it's an even number. It ends in 4. So 2 into 24, I know that that is 12. 24 divided by 2 is 12. And I keep my radical. Now I'm on step 4, which says simplify. So we're going to use prime factorization. 3 times 4 is 12. 3 can't be simplified anymore. 2 times 2 is 4. I put all of my circled numbers inside of my radical. I circle my pairs. I get to cross one out and bring out the 2, which means I am left with a 2 on my outside, and the 3 has stayed inside, and that is my final answer.